Charles Hart and Richard Stilgo. You were once my one companion. You were all that mattered. You were once a friend and father. Then my world was shattered. Wishing you were somehow here again. Wishing you were somehow near. Sometimes it seemed if I just dreamed, somehow you would be here. Wishing I could hear your voice again, knowing that I never would. Dreaming of you won't help me to do all that you dreamed I could. Passing bells and sculpted angels, cold and warm and gentle, seem for you the wrong companions. You were warm and gentle. Too many years fighting back tears. Why can't the past just die? Wishing you were somehow here again, knowing we must say goodbye. Try to forgive, teach me to live, give me the strength to try. No more memories, no more silent tears, no more gazing across the wasted years. Help me say goodbye. Help me say goodbye.
Very good.
Thank you.
Number one is the hardest. So I commend you on that.
Thank you.
Okay. There's not a lot I want to say because overall you did really, really fine. But there are a couple things that I think will help you. Okay, let's go back to Tenderland. Okay. Tell me about the character.
She's a young girl about to graduate
What? Graduate from what? Elementary school?
from high school.
Ah!
Yes.
Okay, and tell me a little about her.
She's a young girl, a lot like me.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, keep going.
She's excited about the world that she's about to step into, and it's scary for her, but it's also exciting.
Exactly. Okay, where does she live?
I don't know.
Let's make up a place.
She lives in Doylestown.
Okay. Does she live downtown?
Yes.
Oh, she lives downtown. Very interesting.
Isn't that exciting?
Okay. think about the character for a second. It's Lori from the Tenderland. Do you know what the Tenderland is all about? Okay, you don't. That's okay. This is out in the country. She's a country gal. She's never been out in the world. That's why this is so scary. See, it's a whole different perspective of it. She's not experienced. Okay? So, your beginning tempos, I think everything is a little bit on the slow side. So therefore, you don't have a chance to have climaxes and tempi that give a contrast.
Got it.
Okay? So the beginning, from the very beginning, I think it needs to have a little brighter tempo. What I want you to do before we do that is I just want you to recite the first verse as if it's a monologue.
Okay.
Okay? Go.
Once I thought I'd never grow as tall as this fence. Time dragged heavy and slow. Then April came and August went and...
You see what's happening?
Yes.
You see what's happening? Now let's do it at that tempo.
Once I thought I'd never grow tall as this fence. Time dragged heavy and slow.
Let's keep going.
But April came and August went before I knew just what they meant. And little by little I grew. And as I grew, I came to know how fast the time could go.
That was fabulous. You see the difference? You see what's happening? Yeah, that's where it needs to be. Okay, because she's 17, 18 years old. She is nervous, excited, adventuresome. She's going to do something that probably a lot of the other girls were afraid to do. Okay? And what she's getting ready to do is commence. You know what commencement means?
To go forward.
It means to begin. So when you graduate, it's not the end, it's the beginning. And so what you're doing is you're seeing that line in front of you and you're saying, I'm gonna step over it. Okay? And that's the feeling that we have to have, that anticipation of that. Okay? Good. Okay. Next thing. Now the time has grown so short. From that section, that's on page 3. 1, ready, breath.
Now the time has grown so short, the world has grown so wide. I'll be graduated soon. Why am I strange inside?
Now,
What makes me think I'd like to try
breath.
to go down all those roads beyond that line above the earth and beneath the
You see?
Yeah.
You have so much left to give because you went, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that was really, really wonderful.
Thank
Okay, now let's go to the very end. Oh, it's so strange. I'm strange inside. Here we go.
Oh, it's so strange. I'm strange inside. The time has grown so short.
Breath.
The world.
Now, I want you to start this next phrase when you, after the word so, and when you get to wide, start at straight tone, and I'll let you know when the vibrato comes in. The world.
The world.
Breath.
So.
Yeah! We see it with her. That's the difference. Okay? The other thing is, the straight tone, I'm not a big proponent of it in classical music, but there are times when it's really necessary.
Yeah.
So it should be a choice, not a default.
Got it.
And that's a perfect case where I think it really works beautifully. And you did it really great. And you had so much more to be able to give on that. Okay, so that's number one. Good. Give her a hand, she did great. Tell me a little bit about this character from Phantom.
Christine Daae. I mean, she's gone through a lot at this point in the show.
Okay, and so what's happening here?
She's visiting her father's grave to kind of ask for guidance.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's start this beginning.
You were once my one companion.
Good, I'm gonna ask you to do something that's a little bit different. On that intro, I want you to kneel as if the tombstone is right there. Okay? Yeah. Here we go. Now you're gonna sing.
You were once my one companion. You were all that mattered. You were once a friend and father. Then my world was shattered. Wishing you were somehow here again. Wishing you were somehow near. Sometimes it seemed if I just screamed, somehow you would be here. Wishing I could hear your voice again, knowing that I never would.
Okay, see the difference?
Yeah.
You see the contrast that is happening now? Because she has something to really relate to instead of just out in open space. Now, I'm not gonna say you're gonna go into an audition and kneel, no. But use that imagery because that will change the whole interpretation. You felt very different doing
I did,
that.
yeah.
And you heard the color in the voice changed. So it wasn't just a standard wishing you were here. Okay. Now, this is really, really, really hard, but I want you to, after you sing the line, you were warm and gentle, then there's this little interlude. What do you think is going on in that interlude for you?
It's kind of like she's sad because obviously she's missing her father.
Yes?
But she's also thinking about how he wouldn't want her to be like this. He would want her to be strong and happy and have a wonderful life.
Okay, so what part are you going to concentrate on?
The happy.
Yeah, thank you! You see what I mean? You can't be sad to this whole thing. No, you're ready to move on, just like Lori.
Yeah.
Okay, can we take it from you were warm and gentle? Breath.
You were warm and gentle.
Now, what's happening? Yeah, see? She made up her mind, huh?
Many years fighting back tears. Why can't the past just die? Wishing you were somehow here again, knowing we must say goodbye. Try to forgive, teach
what the origin of the word goodbye is? God be with ye.
That's beautiful.
That's what you're saying. Here we go. Help me.
Help me say goodbye.
Breath.
Help me say
You know why I wrote that? Because you knew what we were saying. You see, the first time you did it for me, you oversang. Because you started that whole last section, and there was no place to go. Okay?
Yeah.
Whenever you give an emotion, it has to have the ability to be more or less. It should never be all out, and it should never be just bleh. You have to find that medium.
Yeah.
And for you, what you were doing, you were pushing your voice out of whack a little by being overly dramatic. And you don't have to, because you have plenty.
Thank you.
And what I heard come back into the voice was that nice softness and beautifulness, and that's more the character. Even though it says Broadway, it does not mean da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You see what I mean? You can't get caught up in that. Let your voice and the way it needs to work determine how you produce a sound. Try not to go into it with a preconceived notion of how you think it should go. Let it come from your natural ability. Okay?
Thank you.
Beautifully done. Thank you, Mr.